I'm starving. I'm hungry, and it's time to find something to eat. So we're gonna go in here and we're gonna figure out what we've got available to us. I got chicken tenders. 2 things of broccoli. Ooh, I didn't remember that. That's a godsend. Eggplant. Won't be needing that because it's gross. Bell peppers. 1 tomato. I don't know what that is. That's Alexa's junk. I think this is kale. Yeah, good. That's a start. We can work with that. We can work with that. Okay. There's the onion. I knew I had an onion. And there's the garlic. I may use like a whole clove of garlic. Alexa hates garlic. I don't really care. I love garlic. I'm gonna use the whole thing. Both of them. All of it. I like this knife because it's the biggest one around that we've got at least. I'm gonna use that for the onion. So here's how I chop onions. You're gonna take and whack off the top and the bottom without any fear. You're gonna take and you can do a little slice up one side through that first layer of onion. Oh wow, this is strong. I can already tell I'm gonna be sobbing through the rest of the video. There's our onion. Trick, special trick. Take the onion, go over it, and run water over it. That'll keep you from weeping when you're cutting it. Aha! Cool. This is cool because it's a measuring cup and a giant bowl. I'm gonna put that there. Yes. Okay, so take your onion and whack it down the middle. You want it to look like that. Okay. It's so strong that I'm already like tearing up. It's gonna be gross. And then cut it vertically. Like that. Gosh, this is so... Try to get somebody else to clean up. Try to guilt somebody into cleaning up. Tell them that you cooked so they can do the dishes. That's fair. 9 times out of 10, that's not going to work, but it's worth trying. A good way to peel garlic is to do the same thing you do with the onions. Just cut off the top and the bottom here, and then just kind of peel the skin away. My wife likes to yell at me a lot because I don't like things like garlic presses and garlic mincers and nonsense, because I say I've got trusty thumper here. What do I need a garlic press for? But she insists that's what you're supposed to do. But we're going to ignore her. Here's how you do it with a knife. It's called cut it until it's lots of little pieces that are too small to do much else with. Okay, fun fact. Olive oil is the only thing you should ever be cooking with. People will tell you to like saute onions and garlic and other kinds of vegetable oil, but they're all wrong and liars. If it's not olive oil, you're doing it wrong, and I don't want you in my kitchen. A lot of olive oil. All of it. Kale's kind of weird. I've never worked with kale before, so I don't know what it is. It's kind of like lettuce or spinach, right? So that'll be good. Does anybody know if you're supposed to eat this chunk? Like, any help from my viewers? Because I think maybe you're supposed to eat this chunk, but I don't know. Not helpful. I'm gonna say no. I'm probably gonna regret that. It's be like, oh, that's the best part of kale. What are you thinking, you idiot? But I'll be darned if I know. This probably isn't even the right way to like trim kale off. I am so bad at this. So what I've been doing with it is just kind of running my... Fun fact though, anything tastes good if you fry it in enough olive oil. So I have perfect confidence in this dish. Why? Because I put in all the olive oil I had left. That's actually a lot of kale. I was worried about having enough food, but it'll be good. I think my oil's burning. Probably time to put the onion in it. Woo! Yes! That oil is hot and ready to go. And here's the proper way to add ingredients to oil. The answer is all at once. Fun fact, campers, if you start by sauteing a whole onion and 4 or 5 cloves of garlic, you can't really go wrong. People are going to love it. Oh my gosh. That it smells so good. I'm actually going to throw this in a lot earlier than I usually would because there's just the one of him. So we're going to let him cook down to almost nothing. Serrated knife for tomato. That's a diced tomato. It only took like 30 seconds. Again, you don't need like food dicers. You just need to know your way around a knife. And I mean, honestly, what kind of man are you if you don't know your way around a knife? And I'm going to actually go ahead and add that in right now. And that's super different from what I would usually do because tomato cooks down pretty fast. But there's not going to be very much tomato in this, relatively speaking. So it doesn't matter if it just gets all cooked down to nothing. It's just adding flavor. Broccoli's going to be the next thing to go in because it takes a long time to cook. So I'm going to start whacking that up right now. And for this, what you're going to do is you're going to just take off pretty much the whole stem and throw it away. You're going to call it good. And then you're going to whack up any chunks bigger than about, yeah, big. Woo! Oh, that's a lot of broccoli. Okay. We're good. Basil! Aha! That goes with veggies, I know that. So bell pepper is super easy to cut up. Just take the knife and whoop. Make sure you throw all your leavings on the floor. That lets people know you're serious. Anyway, then you're just gonna make a cut. You see where all those little white lines are in there? Just gonna make a cut down like each of those. Make sure you trim these white ridges out too, so just like that. I'm gonna throw these in. I'm gonna let the whole thing simmer. Maybe I'll find some more spices to put in. But we'll be back when it's time to add the kale in. Okay, so good news, bad news time. The bad news, well, the good news is that these are gonna be fairly easy to cut to how I want. The bad news is gonna be that they're still frozen, so I can't cook them like that, for obvious reasons. So I'm going to take them, after I'm done filleting them, I'm going to throw them all back in these baggies here, and I'm going to run cold water over them for a while. Alright, battery died, so you've missed a lot of what went on. So what I did was I finished cooking everything up, and this is what it came out looking like. Which is, if I say so, not too far from what I was going for. That's pretty good. Usually it doesn't look anything like what I was trying for. And then we're cooking up some chicken. The last of the chicken is actually in the pan already. As you can see here, we got like one more to go. So I'm afraid you guys missed out on a big chunk of it, which is what I get for using something with batteries, right? I mean, go figure. It's 2014. What am I, Neanderthal? And then what I did was I just laid the veggies over the chicken. And I'm actually taking a little sample of it right now because I was kind of hungry. And it turned out pretty good. So that's cooking with Kevin. Cheers. Remember, you can cook anything so long as you use a whole onion and 4 cloves of garlic. It'll come out good.